Delia, I'm Honeysuckle Farms, and today we are processing apples.
And what are we doing with these apples?
We are making applesauce, and today we purchased some little tiny jars that are only this big, and we're
Candy jars?
Candy jars.
Tiny.
Candy jars. So we're gonna make grab and go applesauce, which I'm super excited about.
There goes that apple.
I couldn't eat it. And we are gonna be processing them. We are also gonna be washing them.
We're gonna wash them first.
We're gonna peel them. We're gonna peel them.
Then we're gonna peel them. She wants to use the peeler. I'm gonna use the peeler core slicer because this is amazing time saver. And then we're going to put them in the pot and cook them for a little while, and then we're gonna process them. So we're gonna show you how the process goes as we continue. I've got a bowl for my jar for my peels, because this is going to be for apple cider vinegar. And then all my apple pieces are going in here. This is apple peeler, slicer, core thing. I'm not sure exactly what it's called, but I've had this thing for forever and I absolutely love it. So I have found that it works best if you put the apple on the blossom end, just the bottom of the apple, not where the stem is. And then it has a little suction thing, and this one doesn't work particularly well. Plus my countertop is wood, so that might be why. And you just spin it, and then it hits this little blade here, which peels. So this little blade peels the apple, and then this hole right here, the core comes out here, and then your apples come out in nice little apple slices. Little rings. Go wash your hands now. Ariella's helping, and she likes to eat as she helps. So every time she does, she has to go wash her hands again because she puts her fingers in her mouth. Which she doesn't mind. So there we go. It peels the majority of the apple, and I'm not going to worry about that, for this is for applesauce. And then you get this cool little apple accordion. So that's going to go, I'm going to break it up into littler pieces, and it's going to go into our pot for our applesauce. And then the peels are going into the jar. Push this little button and it comes back. And then you remove the core. Sometimes they just come off. The core's going in the core bowl. And then we just keep going.
I have also found that if you're using a hand peeler, it is easier to use the blossom.
I can't see you. Look at the picture.
To use the blossom end as well. Like for that, it works way better, I found, than using it up that way, because then you only get a little bit at a time. But when you go this way, you get nice, more long apple peel, which is nice. So we're gonna make, what's it called? Apple
cider vinegar.
Apple cider vinegar.
So as you can tell, I lost my little helper, and now I have my more handsome helper who just got home not long ago. And so we've got the roaster pan full of apples, and these apples are for apple pie filling, and I'm getting the sauce ready. We're gonna get those in the canning jars, and these are our apple cider vinegar jars. We've got 2 full, and this one is almost full. And then over here, the empty apple box, I've got the applesauce. It's ready to go in the jars. And then this is the syrup for the apple pie filling. And this has got a cup of brown sugar, like 2.5 cups of water. I doubled it. It might even have almost 3 cups of water. And then some cinnamon. And I've got to put some salt in there. And then we get all this stuff in the jars and we get to canning. Okay, so here is my apples for my
That one's ready.
apple pie filling. I am putting them in the jar, and then I'm going to ladle the juice over the top of them. I've got some in there. I don't think I'm working fast enough here, but I'm trying. Right, there's a little bit of background noise tonight going on in here because this is life and this is what happens. Yeah. I think I have a little too many apples. I'm not going to be able to put them all in. It's okay. I'll use them for pancakes in the morning or something. I don't know. I might be able to get them all in there. It never fails, no matter how I measure everything out. It never works out right to have. It's supposed to make 7 quarts, but the first one only made 3. This one I think I'm okay. All right, I'm going to ladle the juice in. All right, I had to make a little bit more of the syrup to go in my jars. So I'm just waiting for this to all mix together, for it to melt the brown sugar and the cinnamon and salt to get mixed in real good. And then I'm going to pour it in here, and then I will get the rest of those jars in the water bath canner and get that going. Okay, so I am going to wipe off my tops of my jars. You don't want any debris or juice or anything there that could compromise your seals. And wipe those off, and then I'm going to seat my seals. my juices all melded together. So I am pouring it over top my apples. You want 1 inch of head space. This is a little measuring tool. It also, you can use it, you want to go around and make sure you don't have any air bubbles down in there. Make sure it's all packed down nice and neat. I just saw air bubbles come up, so that was a good thing. Just more. Make sure I get it all in there good. Seat my seals. I'm going to screw on my lid finger tight, which means I'm doing it finger tight. I will not hold the jar and put it on there absolutely as tightly as I can, because that would affect the pressure of the jars. All right, now they're ready to go in the canner. Okay, you guys, I'm tired. We have peeled roughly a bushel of apples. I'm waiting on the pie filling in the water bath canner, and Ariella just got out of the shower, and we are going to do our applesauce test. So as soon as my apple pie filling is done, I am going to get the applesauce in the water bath canner, and that has to process for 20 minutes, so not quite. The apple pie filling is 25 minutes, so not quite as long, but you know, so it's a process. All right, so here is our applesauce taste testing. So we're going to be tasting what we made today, Ariella and I, and the last jar of, not jar, she has these little, you know, those little to-go containers of applesauce that she takes for snacks and stuff to places. And so we're gonna see which one she prefers.
So I'm gonna start with this one. In case it doesn't taste good, I can quickly wash it down with Mama's. Okay.
It does taste good. That's what you've always liked.
Yes, I like it.
Now, I do want to say that it is store-bought, but it is organic, no sugar added applesauce. Now this is homemade applesauce, organic apples, no sugar. It only has cinnamon in it.
This one, definitely this one.
Why?
This one doesn't taste right. I mean, it tastes good, but hold on, let me make sure it's not my imagination. Nope, it's not better.
I think the color difference is just amazing because this has got cinnamon in it.
Oh,
You don't have to eat that one.
oh, good.
All right. My turn. That one is so good. I don't want to try that one. Oh, here comes Daddy. So he can do the taste test. Don't lift him up. All right.
Okay.
So this one's the store-bought. Now it is organic and it's sugar-free or no sugar added. And this is Mama and Ariella's applesauce that has no sugar in it at all, only cinnamon.
Does the store-bought have some cinnamon in it too?
Yes, it's cinnamon flavored. So maybe Ariella couldn't talk about what she thought was different.
Okay. Well, first off, the texture is completely different. This is, the store-bought is like a puree.
Yeah, it's like baby food. We decided not to puree ours. We liked it a little bit chunkier, so we left it that way.
And you can see there's a distinct color difference, which
You have to try it again, huh?
means that it could be a little bit more cinnamon and maybe just not as many preservatives, so you get that natural oxidation that occurs with the apple. I think that I'm gonna have to check it again. I think that this applesauce is perhaps
That was Ariella's bowl of
I think the best
applesauce.
I've ever had.
So which one's your favorite?
This
Oh,
one,
yeah.
this one definitely.
Mama
Definitely.
Ariella sauce?
Not
Mama
thumbs
Ariella
down, but
sauce.
All right.
that one's, oh well, not thumbs down, but I was pointing with my thumb. That one's definitely the best. That one actual, I don't,
You don't want that one ever again, huh?
nope. Stick with this.
Okay.
Daddy, last bite.
No, go ahead.
All right, so the timer has gone off. And we now have our apple pie filling is done. So I'm gonna sit this out and let it cool. Try and position it so that they have room in between them, but that I can get all of them on here. So we have 6 quarts of apple pie filling. We will have more because I am not done with apple processing. I have 2 more bushels. Now on to the applesauce. All right, so I am making Ariella's little applesauce snack cups. This handy dandy little tool is amazing. Keeps me from making a really big mess. All right, so I've got them full. I'm going to seat my lids. I'm going to wipe the tops of my jars, seat my lids, seat my seals, then put my lids on. And then I'm going to get these 6 jars. And with these 6 jars, they will process for 20 minutes. And then I will have 12 little snack size out of this 1 bushel of Honeycrisp apples. Then we have the 6 quarts that are canned here. I have another quart that didn't fit because my water was going to erupt all over my stove in my refrigerator, that I'm going to make my sweet husband his first apple dump cake tomorrow because he's dreaming of that. And then I have a whole bunch more apples here in the roaster. I think what I'm going to do with these is I'm probably going to make more applesauce out of these because I feel like we will eat that. Ariella definitely will eat that. So that's my plan. And I am going to get these processed and then get my kitchen cleaned back up because it is a mess from all this stuff today. I made apple juice out of the cores that were left. So I am going to run this through a coffee filter and just get the foam out of it. And then Ariella, she's already drank probably a pint of apple juice from this afternoon that we made. So she is loving apple processing. All right, you guys, that is a wrap for today. I am not done with the canning by any means, but we are going to wrap this video up and say goodnight to you guys, and I will talk to you tomorrow about what we got done and what we still have left to do. I do still have 2 more bushels of apples to process. I have my final batch of applesauce is on the water, it's on the stove on the water bath canner right now, and that will be finished. I got 12 of the tiny little 4-ounce jars, 6 of the half pints, 1 pint, 1 quart, 1 old spaghetti jar, and a Tupperware container. Those 3 are in the refrigerator and they will be eaten shortly. I'm guessing by the end of the week, more than likely, because Ariella and Chris both love this applesauce. So, and I am super happy about that because there's no sugar in it. It is just fruit, and it's not gonna hurt them at all. So that's a blessing, and I'm excited to be able to do this for my family. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and click that bell button so that you can get all the notifications and follow our journey as we keep going. So you guys keep growing, and we'll see you soon.